everyone. Thanks for coming. Please introduce yourselves to the camera by your first names.
Hello, my name is Lewis.
I'm Peter.
I'm Pam.
I'm James. I'm Ava.
I'm Lucy.
I'm George.
I'm Tyler.
Brittany.
Great, so most of you here are sports fans. Sports is very popular in the United States, and the two most popular sports, according to Gallup.com and Sportiology.com, are football and baseball, respectively. When I was growing up in New Jersey, I also really liked football and baseball. They were my favorites. I moved to Florida. I lived here, went to my first hockey game in 1999, and that's when I knew that hockey is the greatest sport, period. Even if, like me, you are a fan of football and baseball, after we take a closer look at hockey, you'll know that it's the best because of the play of the game, the players in the game, and the fan experience. So we'll use football and baseball, since they are the most popular games, to sort of compare. So in football, this field is 300 feet long. The hockey rink is 200 feet long, and a baseball field has 90 feet between the bases. Those are all according to the official rule books of the respective organizations, NFL, NHL, Major League Baseball. However, in football and baseball, the distance that you're running, whether it's 300 feet or 90 feet between the bases, is in one direction, usually mostly unfettered. In hockey, you are continuously moving, no stops in the game, 200 feet in the other direction, 200 feet in the other direction, and so you could be doing, 1,000 feet in a shift, which is a minute long. In football, the general play of the game is you throw and catch an 11-inch by 28-inch ball, and then you run. In baseball, you throw a 3-inch in diameter ball, hit it with a 3-inch bat, and run. In hockey, you get control of the puck, you skate the puck down the ice which is 3 inches by 1 inch. You're controlling it with a stick that has a flat end that's about 3 inches wide, and you're skating on ice, down the ice, with players bothering you the whole way. In football, when you score, you have this big ball and you need to get it into the end zone. The end zone is 180 feet wide and 30 feet deep. There's no defender to get past. In baseball, you run around the bases, tag home, and you scored. In hockey, you have to carry the puck, like I said, on the ice with a stick, all the way past all the defenders, get to the goal. It's 6 feet by 4 feet. It is protected by a large goaltender with locker pads, a big glove, and a stick. That's a few reasons why hockey is a superior game. Now we will talk about the players. The results of a study by a panel of experts which included scientists, scholars, athletes, journalists, which you can find at sports.espn.go.com, has hockey rated number 1 of all team sports in 10 categories, which are endurance, strength, agility, power, speed, flexibility, nerve, durability, hand-eye coordination, and analytic aptitude. The speed of a hockey game is proven at a few sites. Some of the fastest players in the NFL run 22 miles per hour, according to BleacherReport.com. Major League Baseball players, the fastest, are going 18.45 miles per hour, according to the Baseball Almanac. And hockey players at a whopping 31 plus miles per hour, the fastest, according to Science of Hockey. Now, while skating at up to 31 miles per hour, puck carriers are demonstrating extreme flexibility, agility, endurance, and analytic aptitude while they're weaving in and out through players, passing, finding scoring chances, and scoring. Strength and power are demonstrated by their checking and battling for the puck along the boards. And finally, superhuman power, when a goaltender makes a save, while he's in this 4x6 goal, and there's a tiny little puck going anywhere between 98 and 105 miles per hour toward him through a screen of large players with sticks. He makes the save. Hockey players have a compete level that is unmatched. Of all the football games I've ever watched, I don't remember ever seeing a player stay on the field injured. They usually leave. Baseball, sometimes they don't even wait for the player to get injured. They pull the pitcher out and let somebody else close. In hockey, it is a routine thing through the regular season and definitely in the playoffs that players play. Bleeding, injured, with stitches, equipment that fell off. They continue on and want to get back on the ice as soon as possible. If that still hasn't convinced you that hockey is the greatest sport ever, now we'll talk about the fan experience. There's no question that NHL fans have a greater overall experience. High level of speed and excitement equal a high level of fun. There's fights in hockey. What sport allows fights? In hockey, it is part of the game, which gives fans an unequaled passion and drama for their money. Fans in the NHL are some of the loudest, and you can tell that the players feed off of that energy during a game. Players support fans and have a relationship with them, you can see at the end of games when they raise their sticks in gratitude to the fans. And every game, players come out and toss a puck into the audience to some kid that's at the game and make their day. Fans support players, especially during the playoffs, where you'll see every hockey man fan in town wearing a beard and never shaving until the cup is won. So there's some really nice playoff beards around. Now that I've shown you some supportive evidence of why the game of hockey is the greatest because of the game, the skills of the players, and the fan experience, you can clearly see that it is the greatest sport, period. I challenge you to go to a game and see if you don't agree.